Good evening. Hoosier Part 7. The big cupboard conundrum. This is so badly rippled under here that there is no way that I can put anything on it or repaint it or glue it down. And my friend came over and took a look at it, and he's like, you can't do that. There's no way of gluing it. I said, okay, now what? So he pulled off a couple strips, and there's some yucky black stuff underneath, which is no doubt mold. He said I would pull all that white out and buy peel and stick floor tile and put down there. So that is what I'm doing. I'm waiting on an Amazon purchase with a better putty knife and a piece of plastic that doesn't seem to get underneath very well. Getting on the floor is a big pain for me. So all that white has to come up. And it looks like, if you look right there, and there, and there, they nailed it in. Interesting. This would be real fun to get this out. I do have a hammer, that's not the problem. But getting down the floor is the problem. I'm gonna be very cautious about it. He said I would scrub it out with 50% bleach, 50% water. He said don't let it sit too long. He said use a scrubby to scrub it out. He said, and just lay floor tile down. You can see by point that there's a ridge right there. He also pulled out the bottom drawer and he said it looks more like the underneath. He said he has a feeling that it was rippled before, and whoever had this prior to my family just laid a piece of very thin laminate under it with double faced tape. So that's what it looks like to him. Oh goody. More tape residue. So I pulled a few more pieces out tonight, but I'm gonna wait for my Amazon order to come. I ordered, because I'm doing this like farmhouse, black and white farmhouse, it's going to be black and white tile underneath this chuck pattern. And I will have to do some fancy dancy cutting, but it says you can cut it with scissors, so I'm hoping I can, or a razor knife, which I can also get a hold of. He said that if I had any problems to give him a shout and he'd come over and help me, which would be great. But he said all the sides here, he said I would just scrub this knot out of them and not try to paint. He said basically, he said nothing underneath the drawers is painted. Now some of the drawers have paint across the tops, which I've sanded. A couple of them have paint on the sides, which I detest. I may just paint them. I'm not going to paint the insides. Maybe maybe I will. Who knows? Anyway, this is part 7. And as I've said in the previous 2, this is unlisted for the time being because I have a creepoid on YouTube that's being a creepoid. It makes me sad that whoever had this prior really didn't take very good care of it. It makes me think that maybe it was sat in a garage as someplace to hold garbage bags and tools and shit. And I know that it sat in my parents' basement at the lake home for many years. So that could attribute to all the dampness that I'm finding and all the ripples that I'm finding and everything. Ugh. Anyway, tomorrow is my mom's 90 years old, and tomorrow we are holding a birthday party for her at her new residence. It will be, I think my sister said 100 people. Ooh. Give me the creeps. I don't like large crowds. I really don't. I'm going to be very cautious with hugging people, shaking hands with people, that type of stuff. Because COVID is going around like crazy already, and I know 2 people that have had it, and I don't want to be one of them because I am not up to date on my vaccines. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a great weekend. Bye.